All right. So, knees open wide, big toes touching. Reach those arms up and over your head. Melt your forehead down on the ground. Go ahead and just start to settle into your space. So if you are just joining, we are working through that side body today. So we'll be going through side planks, a couple different variation of side planks. We'll be stretching the side body. We'll be doing tree pose, adding in a different variation to work on our balance, to work on stretching again, the side body, the core. So just being prepared, preparing yourself for that. We're going to start with a round of communal breath, letting go of all of your air through your nose. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, big breath in through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Now settle into a breath that feels good for you and your body. Settle into an intention for your practice, what brought you to your mat this Monday. And just really holding on to that intention. Notice if there are any thoughts on your mind that you'd like to just place over to the side for now, knowing that you can pick it back up after this practice is over. We'll go ahead and begin here, walking both hands over to the right side of your mat. Right hand is going to sit on top of the left hand as you press down into those palms. Send your hips back to your heels and begin to feel that lengthening through the left side body. Good. Walk those hands back through center. And then take them over to the other side. Right hand sits on top of the left hand, pressing down into the palms. Left hand sits on top of the right hand, press down into the palms. Feel that right side body stretch. And then walk those hands back through center. Find your way in your child's pose just for one big breath here. Let it all out. And then inhale your way up, tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Gazing down on your mat. And again, we'll add in just those hip sways. So take those hips over to the right. Gaze over your right shoulder. And then come back through center, sway your hips over to the left, gaze over your left shoulder. Just a couple rocks back, side to side here. Just wagging your tail. If there's anything else that feels good here for you, go ahead and take that. Just go as slow, as fast as you'd like. And then eventually just meet back in a neutral tabletop position. Gazing down on your mat, take 3 rounds of cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart and the chest. Exhale, tuck your chin to your heart, round through the spine. Good, inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart and the chest. Exhale, chin to heart, round. One more, just like that. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart and the chest. And then exhale, chin to heart, round. Coming back through neutral. Good, right leg is gonna extend back behind you. Left arm reaches forward. So just engage your core here. Find stillness, a nice straight line from the heel to the fingertips. Good, we'll add in a little core. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Good, one more just like that. Lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach back, hold. Feel that core engage. Pull that belly button up to the spine. Exhale, lower the left hand. Kickstand the left toes out to the left. Open up to a variation of side plank. Floating the right foot off the ground. If this is a little bit too much for you, you're welcome to place that right foot on the mat. Good, or hover it. Maybe reach that right arm all the way up and over the ear, trying to touch the wall in front of you. And then exhale, lower back, tabletop position. Good, other side, left leg extended back along behind you. Right arm extends forward, thumb facing up. Heel to fingertips, there's a nice straight line. On your next exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it back. Staying here. Holding, pressing the heel against the back wall, fingertips reaching to the top of the room. Good, belly button hugs to the spine. Exhale, lower that right hand. Kickstand the right toes out to the right. Open up for that side plank variation. Gaze up towards those left fingertips. Maybe lower that left foot to the ground. And then reach that left arm over the ear. Get that length through the left side body. And then release, lower back, tabletop position. Good, roll those hips back here, big circles. So lion rolls is what we call them. Rolling through those hips. That beautiful free movement here. Whatever feels good for you, you can take it as slow, as fast as you'd like. Make sure you do it in the other direction as well. And then when you're about finished, we'll come back again, tabletop position. Fingers open wide here. Press equally into the palms. Tuck those toes under. Begin to hover the knees off of the ground about an inch or so, setting yourself up for downward facing dog. Lift the hips and the tailbone all the way to the sky, and then melt those heels to the ground. Good. Pedal it out back and forth here. Bending into one knee, then the other, swaying those hips out side to side, paddling it out. Again, what feels good for you, for your legs, for your hips, for the spine, for the shoulders. God, really checking into your body, tuning in, asking it what it wants, what it needs. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 2, find stillness now, melt those heels to the ground, chest back to your thighs, a little bend in the knees is totally okay. Hold for another 2. And 1, bend through those knees, look to the top of your mat, begin to slowly walk those feet all the way forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, ragdoll. Reach for opposite elbows. Let the head go, let the neck go. Sway side to side. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. All that stress, all that tension, release it all here. Shake it out, shake it out. Good, those hands fall heavy to the mat. Find a little tiny bend in your knees and then slowly begin to peel your way all the way up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Maybe you feel them stack individually, one on top of the other. Shoulders roll back, head and the neck rise. The crown of the head is reaching up to the sky. Tailbone tucked under. Palms facing forward, lift all 10 toes off the ground, relower them one at a time. Good. Remember that intention you'd set here, so really tune that into your body. And we'll begin here. Inhale, sweep the arms over the head. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. One more time. Inhale, rise all the way to the top, reach up, look up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift, adding on here. Exhale, plant those hands. Step that left foot back behind you. Lower your knee, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Sweep the arms up and over the head. Relax through the shoulders, gaze forward. And pinky fingers rotated inward. Soft gaze, maybe a gentle smile on your face as we add in that side stretch. Right hand reaches for your left wrist. Take a pull up and over to the right. Gaze underneath that left arm. Good, back through center. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, open the heart. Good, inhale back through center. Exhale those hands to the ground. Take that half split, straightening your right leg, digging your heel into the ground, flexing your toes towards your face. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Breathing here for 3. Breathing for 2. Dig that heel into the ground as much as you can. Last breath. Good, and then take a bend into that right knee. Both of your hands are pressing down into the mat. Tuck the left toes under, lift your knee. Step back and hold a high plank. Your heels are stacked over your toes, core engaged. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. From here, begin to lower all the way to your belly. Knees can lower first if you need to. Release those toes behind you. Baby Cobra, Bhujangasana. Inhale, lift the heart in the chest. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, lift the heart in the chest. Exhale, forehead to mat. One more time, inhale that heart and chest. This time press into your toenails as if you had a $100 bill underneath them. You want to keep them on the mat. Then start to hover those hands off the ground. Good. Use your lower back. Lift an inch higher. Exhale, release. Beautiful. From here, tuck those toes under. We're going to press up high plank. Shift all the way back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And at the bottom of that exhale, bend your knees, look to the top of your mat, walk those feet all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine, crown of the head reaching to the top of, or to the front of your room. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana, reach those arms up, look up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Going through the other side, inhale, halfway lift. Good, exhale, plant those hands, right foot steps back. Lower your knee, low lunge, Anjaneyasana, arms sweep up and over the head. Relax your shoulders, gazing forward, pinky fingers rotated inward. Breathing here. Soft gaze, adding in that side body stretch. Left hand reaches for the right wrist, pull up and over. Good, lengthen through that right side. Good, inhale back through center, baby back bend, cactus those arms, open the heart in the chest. Inhale back through center, exhale your hands to the ground. Left leg straightens for your half split, digging your heel into the ground, flexing your toes to your face. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bend into that left knee. Hands stay on the ground. Tuck the right toes under. Lift your knee. Step back to your high plank. This time we're going to play with side plank on both sides. Rotate onto the pinky side toe of your left foot first. Stack that right foot on top of the left foot. Side plank. Hold. Really lengthen here. So lift the hips up. Feel that stretch through the right side body. Maybe the right arm reaches over the ear. Other side, good. Right hand lowers. Slowly shift over to the right pinky toe. Stack the left foot on top of the right. Lift up here, breathe. See that arch here through that left side body. Maybe reach that arm up and over the ear. Good, lower. Downward facing dog, lift your hips up high. Breathe here. 3. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – –– ––– –– –– –– –– –– –– ––––––––––––– – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – And for 1, bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk those feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to extended Tadasana, going through our full sun A. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands, step it back into your high plank. This time lower halfway down, bend through those elbows, chaturanga. Come onto the tops of the feet, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. We're gonna go through that 2 more times, adding on to that final round. Breathe here for 3. Breathing for 2. And for 1, bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana, reach up, look up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, high to low plank. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. Breathing here, 3. Breathing for 2. And for 1, bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or hop forward. Halfway lift on that inhale. Forward fold on your exhale. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Good, going through that vinyasa flow. Inhale, halfway lift, plant your hands, take it at your breath. We're meeting in down dog, then we'll start to add on from there. Follow your breath, take what you need, and meet me in down dog. I lift the hips and the tailbone high to the sky. Mini bend in the knees if you need to, trying to drop your chest closer to your thighs and have a nice long straight spine. Got a right leg, inhale, reach it up high. Bend that knee, stack your hip. Good, circle through the ankle, big circles through the knee. Maybe even play around with straightening that right leg, circling it out. Good, right leg extends back long behind you. Exhale, take your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, knee left elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, right knee to your nose, hold. Crunch it in nice and tight here. Lift it off of the ground. Lightly step that right foot in between your hand. High crescent lunge. Set yourself up here. Left heel stacked over the toes. Sweep both arms up and over your head. Relax through the shoulders. Gaze forward. Breathe. Beautiful. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands to the ground. Step back, high plank. Lower chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Good. Other side, left leg, inhale, reach it up high. Bend that knee, stack your hips, circle through the ankle. Circle through the knee. Good. If you straighten that leg, maybe you play with straightening it on this side, circling it out. Left leg extends along behind you. Exhale, pull your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, knee opposite elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch it in, hold. 3. Feel that shin lifting off the ground. 2. This is gonna come in handy later. Step that left foot in between your hand. Rise up here when you're ready, finding that balance. High crescent lunge. Heels stacked over your toes, arms reaching up and over the head, shoulders melting down your back. Remember the breath. Holding for 3, Breathing for 2. And for 1, release those hands to the ground. High to low plank, step it back. Lower chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. 3 breaths here. And inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Last breath. Good. Walk those hands a little bit closer to the feet. Good. Feet come as wide as your mat now. Right hand reaches back for your left ankle. Twist and gaze underneath that left arm. Good. Right hand comes back. Left arm reaches for that right wrist. Gaze underneath your left arm. Or sorry, your right arm. And then come back through center. Good. This time we're going to walk our hands all the way back to our feet. Toe heel those feet about hip width distance apart. Peace fingers grab a hold of the big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull your belly to your thigh. Relax and release. Good. One more breath here. Good. Releasing that grip. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to the top, reaching up here. Left hand pulls on that right wrist. Take a reach up and over to the left, pressing down into that right foot, sending your right hip over to the right wall. This will come in handy in our tree pose. So really press down into that right foot. Send the hip over to the right side of your room. Come back through center. Right hand pulls on that left wrist. Reach up and over to the right, pressing down into that left foot, sending your left hip over to the left side of your room. Inhale through center. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands, walk them all the way forward, high to low plank in whatever form you'd like to take, upward facing and downward facing. Good. We're going to start to add in to our practice a couple different flows here. So just be aware of your body, be aware of the postures that you're taking. At the bottom of your next exhale, bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to the top. Good. Reach up, stretch. Hands come down by your side. Getting ready for our chair pose. Big toes to touch. A little gap between your heels. When you're ready, arms reach up. Sit back to chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight goes back into your heels. Lift all 10 toes off the ground. Tuck that tailbone under. Arms up high. We're adding in our balancing postures here. Adding in a couple other different stretches, side body stretches. Good. We'll also add in our side planks here. Sit a little bit lower. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. Good. Inhale, hug that left knee to your chest. Give it a hug. Find that balance on that right foot. Good. Now inhale, reach those arms up and over the head. Good. Exhale, we're going to send that left foot back behind the right foot, bending into that right knee. It's almost like a little dancer's plie. I don't know what they call it. Good. But you're on the left toes. Right hand reaches for that left wrist. Pull up and over to the right. Big stretch through that left side body. God, the thighs are probably burning. That's totally okay. Good. Inhale back through center. Release the hands. Good. Pull that left knee back into the chest. We're balancing on that right leg here. Warrior 3. Send that left leg back behind you. Gazing down on the mat. Toes are flexed to the ground. Good. Inhale, pull those arms up and over the head. Engage your core. Hips squared off. Beautiful. We're coming into warrior 1. Bend into that right knee. Slowly tap the left foot down. Good. Your left foot is at a 45-degree angle, heel to heel alignment. Hips are squared off to the front of your mat. Arms extended up and over the head. Perfect. Relax through the shoulders. Left hand reaches for the right wrist, pull up, over to the left. Again, notice the balance might shift here. So again, be mindful of your body awareness here. Come back through center. Release those arms back over the head. Again, warrior 3. Start to send it back. Maybe float those hands beside you. Good. Exhale, standing splits. Reach that left leg up as high as you can. Hands on the mat. Beautiful. Good. From here, step that left foot behind the right foot. The pinky toes are touching. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold as deep as you can. Feel the stretch all through the back of that left leg. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana. Reach those arms up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands coming through your standing split. Lift that left leg up high. Exhale, step it back, high crescent lunge. Inhale, rise. Perfect. And remember, you were here before. The left heel is stacked over the toes. We're going to add on again from here. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Gaze back at your right hand, heart opening to the right side of your mat. And imagine that I'm pulling on your wrists, pulling one hand to the front of the mat, the other hand to the back of the mat. The heart is opening. Palms are faced towards the right side of the room. And then we're going to helicopter around to warrior 2. So eventually the palms will come to face down. So find your warrior 2, pressing into the pinky side toe of your left foot, big bend into the right knee. Good. Heart open to the left side of your room this time. Notice your warrior. Right palm flips up, reach forward, reverse, tip it all the way back. Good. Coming into side angle. Come back through warrior 2 first, then take your right elbow to your knee, left arm extends up and over the ear. So again, from the left pinky toe all the way through the left fingertips is a big stretch. Option to also lower the right hand to the ground. Hold. 3, 2, 1. You're going to lower the left hand down here, pivoting onto your left toes. Good. Inhale that right arm up high, for a twist. Side plank. Rotate onto the pinky side toe of both of your feet. Right foot is going to step back to meet the left. We were here before, remember? Good. This is where we start to add on. I want you to press down now into your right foot and start to pull that left knee towards your left elbow. Good. Hover, hold. Remember that core work. Keep that foot where it's at. Lower the right hand. Pivot onto the right toes. Side plank with your tree legs. Lift up here. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Lower through chaturanga. Good. Upward facing and downward facing. Don't worry, we've got the other side to play with. Good. From here, we're going to walk those hands back to your feet once again for gorilla pose. Make sure those feet are about hip width distance apart. Slide the palms of your hand underneath the soles of your feet. Wiggle out those toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe. 3, 2, last breath here. Good. Release it. Toe heel your feet into touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana. Reach those arms up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant those hands, walk them all the way forward, high to low plank. Upward facing, downward facing, and breathe. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to the top. Reach up, look up. Exhale, sit low, chair pose, Utkatasana. We were here before. Find your deepest chair pose. Tailbone tucked, arms as straight as you can get them. Taking that awareness off of the legs, off of the hips, into the mind and the heart as you sit lower. Breathing here. Next, inhale, we're gonna hug that right knee into the chest, balancing on your left foot. Find your balance first. That still point to gaze at. And reach the arms up and over the head. Good. We're gonna extend that right foot back and across to over the left. So you're coming off of the mat, bending into that left knee. Good. Find your balance here. Right hand pulls on that left wrist, reach up and over. Come back through center. Good. Release that wrist very slowly. Come back, hug that right knee into your chest. Warrior 3. Send it back, gaze down on your mat. Perfect. Reach those arms over the head. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Warrior 1, lightly lower the right toes down. Pressing into the pinky side toe of your right foot. Square those hips off. Gaze forward. And reach those arms up and over the head. This time the right hand pulls on that left wrist, reach up and over to the right, get that length through the side body. Inhale back through center. Release those hands again for warrior 3. Start to send those hands back, shift your weight into your left leg. Again, it doesn't matter how high the right leg comes. Hold. Slowly lower to your standing split. Good. Again, if your toes are here, that's totally fine. The goal is to reach that leg up as high as you can get it without ruining the square in your hips. Good. Exhale, step that right foot behind the left foot, pinky toes touching. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Feel that stretch through the back of the right leg. Good. Inhale, extend it to Tadasana. Rise all the way up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, coming through that standing split. Right leg reaches up high. Exhale, step it back, high crescent lunge. Inhale, rise. Arms extend over the head. Relax through those shoulders. Good, gaze forward. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Gaze back at your left hand. Palms facing towards the left side of your room. Again, imagine I'm pulling on those wrists, opening the heart and the chest. And exhale, warrior 2. Helicopter it around, pressing into the pinky side toe of your back foot. Big bend in that left knee. Relax through the shoulders, gaze forward. Beautiful. Left hand, flip it up, reach forward, reverse your warrior, tip it all the way back. Coming back through your side angle, inhale to warrior 2, and then exhale, take that side angle, elbow to your knee, right arm extends up and over. So from the pinky side toe of that right foot, all the way up and over to the right fingertips. It's a nice line, a nice stretch. Lower the left hand to the ground if that feels good for you. Good, and then cartwheel, pivot that right hand to the ground. Come onto the right tippy toes, inhale that left arm up high. Gaze up at your left hand, being light on that right hand as much as you can. Pull on the left fingertips. Then when you're ready, side plank. Rotate onto the pinky side toes. Left foot steps back to meet the right foot. And then you're gonna lower that left foot to the ground. Hug that right knee into your right elbow. Hover, hold, 3, 2, 1. Keep it there. Lower the left hand, rotate, side plank, other side with your tree pose variation. Hold, lift those hips up high, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga, lower down, upward facing, and downward facing. 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Beautiful. Walk your hands back to your feet. Good. And just take your feet out as wide as your mat, and then rock it out side to side. So a little bit of a wide-legged forward fold here. Side to side, sway it back and forth. Perfect. Then we're gonna come back through center, toe heel those feet all the way into touch. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to the top. Reach those arms up. Exhale, your hands down by your side. Now this is where we're gonna add in the tree pose, so I'm gonna just turn to face you guys. Good, so our first round, we're gonna shift our weight into our right foot first. So grounding down through your right foot, take your left foot to your ankle, your calf, or the inside of your thigh. So you don't want your left foot on your knee here because we are going to be pressing that foot into your leg to add in that side body stretch. Good. So find that balance, find your still spot to gaze at. When you're ready, reach your arms up and over the head. Good. So your left knee is bent. We're going to bend over to the left like a crescent moon here. So lower that left hand down onto your knee and then start to reach up and over. So you're pressing that left foot into your right, pressing your right hip over to the right wall. Good. Remember that balance we did earlier. That side body stretch. Hold. 3, 2, go a little deeper. Pull your way back through center. Exhale, release your hands. Hug that left knee into your chest. And then exhale, lower it back down. Shake your legs out. Good job. All right. Shake it out, and we'll do the other side. So now we're grounding down through that left foot. Right foot is going to come to your ankle, the inside of your calf, or the inside of your thigh. Every side's different. So my right foot sometimes doesn't make it all the way up to my thigh, but that's okay. Find that balance, that still spot. Arms are gonna reach up and over the head. Balance here first, and then lower that right hand down to your right knee. Left arm is gonna extend all the way up and over. Press that left hip over to the left side of your room. Press your right foot into the thigh. Good, reach up and over, one more breath. Beautiful, slowly pull your way back through center. You might lose your balance. And then release, shake it out. Good. All right, I'm coming back to the top of my mat, which is where you guys all are. Shake that out here, take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Check in with yourself. Remember that intention. Good, inhale, both arms, reach it up and over the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands, walk them all the way forward, high to low plank. Upward facing, Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing, Adho Mukha. Good. Notice here if your body feels any different. Melting down through those heels, breathing. Good, right leg inhale, reach it up high. Exhale, right shin comes parallel to the front of your mat for pigeon pose. Walk that left leg back behind you. Walk your hands by your hips. Open up the heart and the chest, and then when you're ready, fold it forward all the way down. Relaxing the head, the neck. Let the earth hold you here. Listening to your body. Again, becoming in tune with your body. Noticing if that right hip needs you to let go. Notice if it wants you to back off a little bit. Notice if you found your edge, that spot right before it's too intense, it's too painful. Can you stay there and continue to push that edge just a little bit more? Find another breath. And then we're going to walk those hands back to our hips. Tuck the left toes under. Kick that right leg back to your three-legged down dog. Bend your knees, stack your hip. Option to stay here, rolling it out, or flip your dog. Dropping that right foot behind you, lift the hips up. Right arm reaches for the front of the room. And then rotate back to down dog. Good. Other side, left leg, inhale, reach it up high. Left shin comes parallel to the front of your mat. Walk that right leg back behind you, hands by your hips, open the heart and the chest. Exhale, bow down. Relaxing here. Noticing the left side of your body. Becoming in tune with the left side. What the left side needs might be different than what the right side needs. Noticing that. Breathing, letting go. For another 3, 2, and 1. Walk those hands back to your hips. Good. Right toes tuck under. Kick the left leg back long behind you. Bend your knees, stack your hips, circle it out, or flip your dog. Lift those hips up high. For 3, 2, 1. Rotate back, down dog. Hang out here for 3 breaths, or flow through one last vinyasa flow on your own. Meet back in down dog. And breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Hop those feet all the way to a seat, extending your legs out in front of you. I'm going to turn around to face you. The last of our side body stretches here. I'm going to open those legs up nice and wide. Good. Wide-legged forward fold first. Good. Toes are pointed up, knees are pointed up, spine straight. Start to walk those fingertips forward as you bend at the waist. Good. So trying not to round through too much in the spine, but thinking about pulling that heart and chest forward. So you might not get totally far in this posture, and that's okay. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Walk those hands back to center. Left foot comes to the right thigh. Side body stretch here. Good. We're going to take our right hand onto our shin. Left arm is going to reach up and over. Good. So not rounding down to touch the toes, but thinking about reaching up and over to touch the toes. So you should feel a big stretch through that left side body. Eventually you might be able to grab onto the toes. Good. Hold. Maybe even placing that left hand behind the head. It might give you a deeper stretch here. Gazing up at the sky. And then slowly come back through center. Good. Switch out the legs. Right foot to the inside of the left thigh this time. Left hand comes onto your shin. Right arm reaches up and over. So think about that side body stretch, and then think about opening the heart up to the sky as well. So instead of rounding it down, we want to open that heart up to the sky. Reach that right arm up and over. And then again, maybe place that palm behind the head. Gaze up at the sky. Breathe for 3. Breathing for 2. And for 1. Slowly come back through center. Straighten both legs out once again. One last wide-legged forward fold. Walk those hands forward. Maybe you notice you can go just a little bit deeper as we hold for the count of 4. 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands back to your hips. Shake those legs in. Good, and then slowly make your way down onto your back. We're gonna take bridge pose. We've got time for 2 rounds of bridge pose today. You're welcome to take the last one as your full wheel if that feels good and comfortable for you. So get those heels as close to your glutes, hands down by your side. First round, bridge pose. When you're ready, take an inhale, exhale, press and lift up. Holding here in whatever form feels good for you. Some of you might keep the hands by your side. Some of you might roll the shoulders back behind you, clasping your fingertips together. Again, make this posture your own. Make this practice your own. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Good. All right, last one, yogi's choice, full wheel. Or another bridge pose. When you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, press up into whatever variation suits you right now. Breathing here. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower. And rock those knees side to side. Just release here. And then hug those knees into the chest. Good. Keep the right knee where it's at. Left leg lowers down long. And then send that right knee across the body. Supine twist. Gaze over the right shoulder. With every exhale, find your way folding a little bit deeper. Maybe the eyes start to close down here. And then come back through center, hug both knees into the chest again, recenter. And then other side, right leg lowers, and then send that left knee across the right, gaze over the left shoulder. Trying to keep both of your shoulders grounded. Breathing. Close those eyes down. And come back through center, hugging both knees into the chest. Happy baby pose, reach for the outer edges of the feet. Take a little rock side to side. And then find stillness in this happy baby pose. Pull your knees down to the ground, tailbone touching the mat. So notice here, sometimes we like to lift the tailbone off the ground. Can you lower it down so the entire length of the spine is on the mat? I'll get a deeper stretch through the hips, and if this is not available to you, maybe you grab a hold of the back of the knees and just hold here for your final 3 breaths. Last breath. Good, and then bring the soles of the feet to touch. Supta Baddha Konasana. Lower those feet to the ground, knees open wide. We're taking a different variation with our hands this time. So we're gonna reach the arms up and over the head. Grab the opposite elbows. And let everything be open here. So the heart is open, the hips are open. We're receiving in from the front side body. And this might not be comfortable for some of us. That's totally okay. You might pull the knees together. You might take a hand to the heart, a hand to the belly. That's absolutely fine. Whatever feels safe for you, whatever feels comfortable for you, I want you to acknowledge that, respect your body. We'll take a moment to just sink in here. You're welcome to stay here for Shavasana, or you're welcome to take full Shavasana by lowering the hands down, the legs down. Any last wiggles you might need to take out of your body, go ahead and take a moment to do that here. We'll end with the breath the same way we began. Big inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. 2 more, inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Last one, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And allow that body to melt into your mat, into the earth. And just take a moment to feel held.
Thank you for watching Kula Wellness on YouTube. Please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button below.